It was on that sunny day in February when I noticed that the roses that had always been white had begun to turn pink. What began as a temporary 1-year stay ended up being 5 years living here with my mom and Wilson. On the morning of our move-in date, I looked into the backyard and these pink roses caught my eye. Pink? These roses had always been white. Are they changing colors from years of crossbreeding? I found it so curious and symbolic that I saw it on that day. It felt like the universe was speaking to me, giving me a sign telling me it's time for change. Moving homes is an energetic shift as much as it is a physical one. This move gave me the chance to reflect on my life and all of my things, on what I'd like to keep and take with me into my new life, and what I'm ready to leave behind. I'm a different person now than who I was 5 years ago, and my choices reflect that. Although tedious, I'm grateful for the opportunity to reset my space and my life with intention. A huge leap forward into my dream life, my new home represents who I am now and what I choose to invite into my life, from my design choices to each item that I choose to bring. So these are our dining chairs. They came out more beautiful than I expected. It has been a process of designing a new foundation to start a new chapter upon, a fulfilling process of envisioning an ideal and bringing it to reality. As exciting as it is, I was feeling a little sad and fearful of leaving the comfort of all I've known and the life I've enjoyed here. A little fear of change and fear of the uncertainty ahead. But time only pushes onward, and the ending of one story is also the beginning of another. State of our house. There's a lot to do. Gonna have the first meal in our house. Officially moved in. It's been a year and I can't believe the moment is here. We ordered takeout Thai food.
Togi, what are you doing? Come here.
He has 2 new beds here. This is one of my favorite purchases. It's like a little moon in your house. There's different color settings. There's a cool setting. I don't know what that is, a medium setting. And then the warm. Obviously, I like the warm. Just spent our first night here at the house. Just being in here last night with the way the lights were, it just felt like I was in a hotel in Asia, and that was exactly the vibe I was going for. You just feel like you're somewhere else. I'm so happy with how the vibe turned out. So today, our plan is to do a lot of cleaning, but yeah, I'm officially moved in. I guess we broke the house in. Yay. Organizing this house is gonna be a whole journey because I want everything to be organized intentionally, everything to have a home. That's the situation that I wasn't able to have when I was living with my mom, because your stuff is mixing with her stuff and she's not organized at all. So I just had to like live with it, right? And then I became a lot less organized living there. When Wilson and I moved to Pasadena, we had our own apartment for a year, I was all into like tidying, decluttering. I was really into like green cleaning, like using essential oils, making my own cleaners, keeping everything like, I don't know, everything has a home. I kind of gave up in that area of my life, but I realized how important my environment is to my mental health and how I feel about myself. Like I just feel blah when my space is unorganized and it's chaotic and a mess. And that's kind of been some parts of my living situation for the past 5 years. And then, yeah, now it's 2024. So time really flies, guys. Right now is a temporary setup, but I'm just loving having mirror cabinets and so much storage. Like so much storage. We have to obviously clean, but yeah. This is so Asian of me, but I just decided to cover the couch in a flat bed sheet and then throw a blanket over there just so I have something to cover it. I actually think it's more comfortable to be on a bed sheet on the couch. If you've ever tried it before, you add a blanket and it feels like a bed. Obviously the couch is less aesthetic. It's prettier on its own, but this is for comfort and also because Togi loves to like rub himself in the couch all the time. I'm just trying to preserve like the beige couch. We're opening one of the marble console tables. We have to put it together. Ooh, this one's mostly brown. This gets a winner.
But how is this supposed to be?
So it's like 2 triangles and then a plate on top. So I have to match the edge, right? Oh my gosh, it is done and it's so beautiful. When you enter the house, there's like a big wall and I wanted there to be like a beautiful centerpiece. And we're gonna put like a big art piece over here. Togi Bear, he's just watching us.
1, 2, 3, go. There. 38, 8.5. Two.
We moved in Lila last night and I think she looks great. Today we're gonna put our giant painting on this wall. Here it is, hand painted in China. It's Chinese ink painting. Obviously haven't finished decorating, but I think you get the gist. I took out this art piece that I got from China and it looks so beautiful. We're going for like a modern Asian vibe with the art and decor of this space. We got that custom hand-painted giant painting from China. My favorite piece in the house so far is this marble table that I showed you guys. The blue is so beautiful. And then I got a bunch of like pieces that could be Asian looking but also fit like a modern vibe. These wooden pedestals give it like also an Asian modern look. I'll find some sort of like bonsai plants or some vases that could go up here. Yeah, I'm excited for how it's turning out. Since we're here, I'll tell you a little bit about how we got to this art piece. So for this house, I wanted to shop for like Asian, Chinese inspired art, and I really liked the look of like ink paintings. I found some ideas that I really liked on Pinterest, but I couldn't find exact pieces of art that I really liked for sale. And those that I did find on like Taobao, which is like a Chinese Amazon, were like just not great quality. Yes, they had 9-foot artwork, but it's basically like digital art blown up, so it's like very blurry looking. Basically, the girl we're working with in China, Diana, she was just like, well, why don't we just like see how much it is to get a person to paint it? And so we found a local artist based in China who was known for like ink painting, and I just gave him a bunch of my inspirations. I was like, here are some photos that I really like. I want mountains, I want water. I gave him a list of like features I wanted. I wanted a sunrise, give me some like some flowers, give me a little bit of like, I don't know, houses and trees. And then I was like, okay, go at it. So then he came up with this concept and he worked really fast. So fast that I couldn't even give him feedback. Like it was done by the time like they showed me the work. I was like, oh crap, that happened so fast. When I first saw this painting, like the green was like a turquoisey tone and I really didn't like it. And I was like, oh crap, we spent all this money and I don't like it. What am I gonna do? And so there was like a lot of drama regarding this artwork, but in the end, I like made him like change the tint of the mountains to make it a little bit more green, because it was literally like blue mountains. I think that was just his artistic choice. So anyway, working with the artist is interesting because there's a balance of like what the artist wants and then what the client wants. But it came, and then once I like unwrapped it, I was like, okay, it's not that bad. I actually do like it. It's obviously not my original vision, but I really do appreciate the artwork. I appreciate like just the details and the amount of like artistry, and if you just look at the strokes, it's really beautiful. He gave me most of what I wanted, but he also gave me extra things that I didn't ask for. And the special thing was he gave us 2 horses. And I didn't ask for horses, but he put 2 horses in there. It's funny because it worked out because Wilson and I are both horses in the Chinese zodiac. And so I was like, okay, that's me and Wilson. That's really cute. I actually really like that part. And I am happy that I have such a statement piece here. I think it looks beautiful. At first, I wanted the painting to be something a little more minimal, but I just sat here for like 5 or more minutes just staring at this painting. And I think it's nice because there's so much to look at. And I think because the scene is so big, it kind of envelops you into the space. Like it takes you to this mystical oasis, like magical place that's calm and beautiful. Like I could hear the sounds of the water, I could see the mist. You know when you're at a museum and you just like sit and appreciate like an art piece that's like of a scene, and then you just feel like you can feel the scene? Am I being a little dramatic here? I don't know. I never wanted to sit in this room. And then once this is up, I just wanted to sit here to look at it for like 5 to 10 minutes. I've been here. Toki's been chilling right here. It's also crazy to think how much a room can change. Like literally a week ago, this room was packed with boxes and it was so like dim and it was just not nice to be in. And now we have like more of our furniture in, our art piece up, like it feels nice. I am such an advocate of surrounding yourself with beauty because it brings up your energy. I think artwork is created with a higher vibration. You know when artists are like in flow, like I believe they're literally connected to the divine. There's a reason why we're so attracted to beauty and art. It literally raises our energy and raises our vibration. And I think that is very magical. Cookie Bear. He's so cute. Okay, I'm too short. Current state of the office. It's a mess. Except for this cute little background I created for podcast recording. It's been 2 weeks since we officially moved in now, and I realized I didn't make a last wrap up for this vlog, so let's wrap it up today. So moving here, I feel like a new person. I'm not being dramatic. I feel like in a new environment, I feel different because of the energy, because I get to reset how I do everything, reset what skincare products I'm using or what clothes I have available to me because we haven't unpacked everything. This has given me an opportunity to reset and be intentional about all the areas of my life, from how I want to organize my bathroom and my kitchen to how I want to start my day. The first week was really confusing because I felt like I didn't have a routine here. I didn't have like a place to meditate, a place to journal. Like I had to figure it out with what I had. And then now I feel like I have some sort of a routine in the morning that makes me feel good. But for the most part, I'm still like allowing myself to be led by my intuition and my energy. What do I feel like doing? What needs to be done? And I'm still just working on improving little things at a time. In general, the theme of my life right now is building a new solid foundation. What I learned is before you build your new foundation is you have to slow down and figure out what you value, what's important to you, what you want to
include in that foundation that is important, instead of just like making a checklist of what you think you should do every day. Like asking yourself, okay, what do I really need and what's really important? What should I really focus on? And so that's kind of what I'm doing in life. And I haven't been working as much because I don't know, I don't have anything set up. I don't have a routine for work, and I have a lot of just house stuff to do. But I see that as a blessing. Like on one hand, I was making myself feel a little guilty, like, oh, I'm so like not productive. I haven't been making videos, or I don't know, I just haven't been as active with my career because I've been so focused on the home. But on the other hand, like in my career, I'm also like feeling like I'm at the beginning of a new chapter, and I'm also feeling like I have to slow down in order to figure out where I'm going next. And so I am now learning to embrace the slow transition period moment where I am figuring out who I am now, who I want to be now, and how I want to build my life from here on out, how I want to build not just my home life, but my career and how I show up in the world. And that is the theme of my life right now. And so I think this concludes the moving vlog, and I probably won't have more of the house series until I decorate, and maybe I'll do like a house tour, a room tour, whatever, when it comes. But yeah, I think for now I have a lot of new lessons that I'm inspired to share and make videos on. This new, slow, intuitive lifestyle that I'm leaning more into. All right, thank you so much for watching. Sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.